Hello?
Hey, hello.
Hello? What do you want?
Why you sound so harsh?
I wonder why. I wonder because someone using a fake account tried to follow me and then, oh, for about 10 minutes, kept trying to tell me that he was someone famous and then spent the next 20 minutes giving me bullshit justifications and more lies. I thought you were in the Benz with your friends smoking cigarettes while your what, Lexus is in the garage.
Yo, I got tired of that, so I came
Got
inside
got
just to
tired
talk
of the
better.
lies. Yeah, I know you got tired of the lying because you can't keep up with your lies.
Lady, lady, you have to chill. You have to
Why
chill.
why do I have to
You-
chill? I fight scammers every day because you guys do terrible things to innocent people. Do you want to take me off speaker,
I,
please? If you want to speak to me, take me off speaker.
okay. Um, Let me tell you something. You have to know something. Like, not all scammers are bad.
I'm sorry, but not all scammers are bad is an oxymoron. They cancel each other out. It's like saying not all murderers or serial rapists are bad.
But not
I'm
all scammers are bad. You know
I'm
that.
I'm sure deep down in there somewhere lies very nice young man, young being the operative word because you ain't over 30. But unfortunately, what you do online affects millions of people and ruins people's lives. You don't do anything constructive.
Yeah.
You don't go online and make money.
And you
Am I
know,
still on speaker?
and no, 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 you're not a speaker.
Hmm.
Um, you know, I told you one thing. I said it's not actually a fault. You know that
Well, it's
it's not
certainly not.
actually a fault.
It's not your victim's
Yeah,
fault
because
either because of slavery that happened 500 or 1,000, whatever years
yeah,
ago. What about your victims from countries that actually were slaves? What about
um,
victims from Asia that you deal with? What about people in France and Sweden who never owned slaves?
um, let's leave the slaves aspects.
You brought it
Let's leave the
up.
slave
That
aspect.
was, I'm sick of
Yeah.
hearing you guys use that and race as an excuse, right? You guys either
But
use the color of your skin
but you
or
know
you
they treat black
use
people. They
slave.
treat black people
No,
wrongly.
no, that's, you have never been out of your country, and I'm sorry if you
What?
experience
No, no,
racism
no.
in
You can't say
Africa,
that. You can't say that.
but
No, you can't say that.
where I live, we
No,
have the
no,
most
no. You can't
multicultural
say that.
people in the world.
I've I've been out of the country before. I've been out of the
Really?
country
Where did
before.
you
I've been to
go?
UK.
South Africa?
I've been to
UK?
UK.
Well,
No,
then you should
I've been
know,
to UK.
really, then you should know, you should have seen plenty of black people in UK.
Yeah, there are black people in the UK,
Exactly.
and there's racism in the UK too.
There's
There's
racism
racism in the
everywhere.
UK.
I know about your
Yeah, a lot.
tribal wars in Africa where one faction slaughters the faction of another, right? That's got nothing to do with anything bar that you guys believe in a different God. So how do you justify that? You can't
Yeah, we
say it's
live in a
okay for
different.
you to scam because you're black. How do you know my husband could be black for all you know? My kids could be black. So how is your justification that that's okay then? Because you're black and I'm
I'm
not.
not. I'm not saying it's okay to scam because you're black. I'm saying that as a black man, you have to survive. Be cursed.
Then you need to blame your
Be
government, my
cursed.
dude, not your
Yeah,
victims, because what you're doing is
yeah. I
victim
blame the
blaming.
government also. Yeah, I blame the government,
No,
but
you're victim blaming.
it's not a choice
You are
for you.
victim
Scamming is
blaming.
not a choice because
It is.
you think
It
I'm
is, my
happy
dude.
being a scammer.
Well, in the
You
chat,
think
it
I'm happy
acted
being a
like
scammer?
you were. In the chat, you were
No.
proud of it. You were bragging. And you know what? I'll tell you right now, I've seen the Facebook posts. I've seen how you guys brag about your clients for all clout. You spend the money in clubs on your girls, you buy cars, you buy drip. And then when the money runs out, you just scam some other poor lady. And I'm not talking about these stupid celebrity scams you're trying for, like, oh, buy my VIP membership card. I'm talking the serious romance shit where you guys fleece these people for tens of thousands of dollars and you
Uh,
brag about
I
it, right?
understand.
Do you see my point? Like I am fully sympathetic to your situation over there. I know it can be fucked up, right? But rather than you guys going, it's 2024, I can make money online. There's other ways of doing things. Start GoFundMe, do something. You guys go, well, fuck, it's easier to just sit at home and fish for clients 24 hours a day. See my point? I'm
No,
not I'm
I
not
won't say
giving you a
I won't say
morality
that a bad
lesson,
point.
okay? But like you're gonna do what you're gonna do. So I'm just telling you from our perspective what it's like to have that happen, to get emotionally manipulated, to get lied to have all your money stolen.
Yeah, that. I'm not saying scam is a good thing. You understand? But as a way of survival, that's why I'm trying to let you understand that is a way of survival. It's not just we ain't doing scam because we like it. We're doing
Some
it
some
because we
do.
have to survive and we have to eat. We have to put food on your table.
I
The
get that.
way the country is right now is not
I get
something you
right?
can cope with.
I get that, right? But we can't differentiate between the people who genuinely need, like that a $50 gift card would make a huge difference in their life, right? We can't differentiate between that and the guys that do 419 and live in the rich parts of Abuja, right? Um, who have houses, who are making all their money on crypto scams and romance scams. We can't differentiate that, right? So we don't know. All we see in the news and all the documentaries, and one came out last week, which was heartbreaking, was a bunch of young guys all dressed in Gucci bragging about all their victims while someone lost their house in America somewhere, right? So we can't go, okay, this scammer's all right, so we're not going to bust him, but this scammer's evil. We just have to fight all scammers. Same with the Indian call center scammers, right?
I'm listening to you.
I'm done. That's all I wanted to say. So, like, I'm not saying you're a
But you sound
terrible
like a
human, you're not killing puppies or, beating your wife or whatever, but you guys just need to remember the impact.
at least I'm not a killer.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
there are a lot of bad people that do bad stuff that are more bad than scamming. You know that, right?
one leads to another, right? You yourself said all sins are equal. One of the reasons the EFCC and the FBI are knuckling down on scams, because a young boy committed suicide in America. I think it was the end of last year or start of this year, because of a romance scam. And the FBI and the FCC tracked down the scammers and actually arrested them in Nigeria. Google it. It's a really sad story. I'm not saying you are. I don't want you to get all fucking mad and go, "Oh, I never killed." I'm not saying that. Just saying, if you use your own morality, that all sins are equal. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah, yeah.
what you
So,
do leads to it, because honestly, you're doing celebrity scams. So I'm assuming you're just asking for VIP cards or a, $200 gift card or whatever, which frankly, no one's gonna have all that much impact on. But I'm just saying these things, they
yeah.
snowball and
You
they
need to
lead
know
to
one
bigger
thing. You need
things.
to know one thing that you need to know one thing that there are a lot of tools in these scamming of a thing. You understand that
I
there
know
are a
it's
lot of
frightening, man. It's
yeah, there are a lot of
scary.
things. Not everyone is gonna ask you for gift card.
No,
Not every scam is
I
gonna
know.
ask you
I'm
for
just
VIP
talking
card.
about you, because I'm assuming you're not doing 419 and hacking and all that stuff, because you said to me you're a decent person. But I'm just saying it's frightening, it's terrifying out there, and everyone needs to know not to do all that, not to fall for them.
That always is true, but you know there are actually a lot of women that derive joy from from this shit, you know.
Hmm.
Not that they derive, I'm not saying that they have joy from getting scammed. You
I
understand?
I know there are
Like
people that
there are a lot of
will.
people out there, like a lot of women out there that are bored. You understand?
It's not about being
That
bored. Let me give you a quick thing.
they
It's
have
not
nothing to
about
do.
being bored, right? So more often than not, what happens is you guys become very good at targeting vulnerable people. So you're either approaching women who have had a miserable marriage, which means they're unhappy, or they've come from abusive marriages, or they've lost their husbands, or they're too old to know better, and you guys target that, right? And you manipulate them. And yes, you might give them, I guess, online company for a while, but in the end, you get the money and then you're gone. And that victim's left worse off than they were before. Because real friendship should never cost money.
That's true though.
See what I'm saying?
You
Like,
sound like a really, you sound like a really nice person. You know,
just it's
you must be a very nice woman.
not really. It's too early in the morning to be yelling and having fights, but I'm just saying that, there are scammers that I've seen that are literally doing it to survive, that live in, huts, sleeping on the floor. And then there are scammers who are doing okay and do it because they like to do it and they brag about it.
Yeah, that's true. You
So,
know, and it's kind of a thing. There's some that's there are different type of people in it. There's some that's very good at it,
hmm,
and
yeah.
some that are just learning. You know,
Oh, yeah, I know.
some are very
They have their
some are very
Olga
good at
or
it.
whoever teaching them and stuff. And it's just very sad that it starts that way because it's 2024. No one um, should be in this situation. Everyone can make money online or some other way if they want to. Give me a
What
second. Give me a
what
second.
what?
Um,
Okay.
give me 1 second. All right, I'll be back in just 1 sec. I'm not hanging up. Just give me a second. Are you going? You going? Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm back. You there?
So as you're saying, all we're saying.
I don't remember.
So I'll say, you sound like a nice woman though. Um, I would say I just want to let you know that I'm not doing scam because I like to, you understand? Because I have to survive. You know, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to say to you, like it just whatever it takes to survive. You have to
I
survive, and you're saying there are a lot of ways to make money online. Um, what are the ways you recommend to make money online other than scamming people?
just Google it, dude. There's has to be. There's also, I've seen the job boards in Nigeria, right? I know you guys are building. It's an up and coming infrastructure. I know things are being built. There are laboring jobs. Um, but it's whether you want to work or not.
You know, if you need to know something, if someone can dedicate so much in being a scammer, you should know if he sees an opportunity to work to get legit money, why would he do it? Like there's no way he won't do it. Understand?
Let me tell you one thing, right? And I'm not saying you're this person, right? But I met a scammer. I ended up being friends with him, right? Um, he was like, "Oh, I've got a job laboring." I said, "Oh, excellent," right? And I was very encouraging. He was young. He was only 20. And I said, "Fantastic. Do this job laboring. I know the money's not good, but meanwhile, just that's the best way to do it." Within 2 weeks, he said to me, he goes, "Oh, my back's hurting." I said, "Yeah, of course. You're doing manual labor. That's what you've got to do." And he goes, "Oh, I'm too young to work this hard. Can you just pay for my schooling, 35,000 naira, and send me gift cards every week. And then I don't have to do this back-breaking work and I'll just be your friend. And I went, no, that's just another scam. And the minute that I said no, that was it. He never spoke to me again. And he's saying at
Wow.
age 20, he's too young to work hard. Like, dude, I worked in a factory for years when I was young, trying to set myself up. I lived with my mum until I was in my mid 20s because I can't afford to move out. I'm not saying opportunities
And
are the same. I'm just saying there's a difference between leaving school at 18 and thinking it's hard to get a job, so I'm just not going to bother. I'm just going to sit on my phone and try and scam because my friends are doing it. It's just a shame to see promising young men and women throw their lives away.
that's true, bro. That's true. But um, one thing I know in life is only
Life is
God can
tough.
judge because only
Life is
God can
hard.
judge because we are sinners.
Yeah, that's right. Only God can judge. We
We know
are all
nothing.
sinners,
Yeah,
but
we actually
some
know nothing about life.
some sins have an immediate impact on other people's happiness and others don't. Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah,
Are you Christian or Muslim?
I'm Christian.
Oh, okay. It doesn't make any difference, really. I just wanted to know whether to quote the Bible or the Quran. Um, they have the same thing of, we're all born sinners. We're all born of sin. But what you do in your life will determine the outcome of your life, right? Your decisions make you who you are, my guy, not where you were born or how you were born. And if you have traveled overseas and you have been to England, then you know that you've obviously had enough money to do that. You know that there's a better life out there. And if you just do things honestly, it will come to you, right? Karma really does come back to you.
Yeah, thank you for the advice, though. I really
I,
appreciate it.
I didn't give you any advice and I didn't change your life, but it was nice to have a chat. I appreciate you
Yeah, it's a,
eventually stopping lying and wanting to talk to me like a human.
yeah.
And because you
Um,
were decent, I'm just going to tell you, obviously, I reported your profile, that David Duchovny one. So if you can, I would probably just take it down or change the name again for the 10th time. So,
all right.
all right.
Oh,
It's
all
what
right.
what is it,
No
9 o'clock,
problem.
9:30 over there? You should relax and sit with your woman and, you know, do something nice.
Hope you have a man. You have a man, though, right?
That's why I said to hold on. I had to see him off to work. That's why I was just telling him good night and goodbye and gave him a kiss and told him I loved him and to drive safely to work.
Okay. You have kids?
I don't.
No.
I've got time yet.
How long?
We're both still just working and
Oh,
trying to get our lives and things together. And we both lost our mums. Our mums died um, like 2 months apart from each other. So it's been really, really tough recently. And we're just kind of working through all that.
oh. You know, I know one thing in life is everyone has a tough time. No matter who you are, no matter the money you have, no
Amen.
matter,
Money
there's always a
doesn't buy
tough time.
happiness, I'll tell you that much. It really doesn't.
Yeah,
I think it brings its own level of misery.
yeah, that's true though. I won't lie to you. But money doesn't buy happiness though. But one man needs money to survive.
Oh,
That's why the
absolutely.
world had no meaning.
And look, I'm not, like I said, we banter in the chat. And if you had been different in the chat, we probably would have been having a very entertaining, screaming insult argument. I'm very good at that. But you were, good humored in the chat. So I'm not going to tell you what to do and I'm not going to go, oh, You're going to do what you're going to do, right? But I just want you to remember a little bit. when you're doing it to just be gentle. Yeah. Don't, don't, don't go out of your way to try and take everything from someone that you know is vulnerable, right?
Yeah,
Just think
that's true.
before you do, right? And try making friends online, and you never know, kindness comes back and someone might go, yeah, you're all right, and help you a little bit.
I pray so. I pray so. I pray for that every day because a little help can, yeah, help can really help a man. So
Oh yeah,
man needs help
everyone
for real.
everyone needs that. That's right. So, all right. Well, you have a good evening.
Okay, you too.
Put the phone down, spend some time with your woman or whoever you've got there, and just appreciate the small things in life for a while, yeah?
I'm gonna think things true. I just want to go think things true and have a good night's sleep and
Yeah,
maybe tomorrow I'll have a fresh start
that's it.
about
All right.
life.
You have a good one.
Okay,
Take care of yourself. Okay.
thank you too. Take care of yourself. Okay,
Okay. Bye.
bye.
Sorry, guys. It was just too early in the morning to rant and rave at him. Hi, guys. The conversation you just heard was not the video I was going to make today, or drop today. I had a compilation of scam fails, which I will still drop. But that was Mr. David Duchovny. Now, for anyone who didn't get the yelling match that they wanted, I am so sorry. It's so early in the morning, and I couldn't do it. But I did want to take the call because his justifications were just absolutely outrageous. So here's the chat that led to the call. David Duchovny wanted to follow me. I said, I'm sorry, but who is this? You asked to follow me, and I always make sure I check who the people are. To which he said, hello, how long have you been a fan of my work? I said, it depends on who you're claiming to be. The account has had no photo, only a name, so you could be anyone. And I could say I'm Taylor Swift, but that doesn't make it true. See what I'm saying? I said, yikes, this account has had 9 name changes. Red flag right there. Now, I just want to apologise because a text is going to come through shortly from the other half, so just ignore it if you see it. How long have you been a fan of my work, Julia, as an actor and a musician? He says, ignoring everything before. I said, so you're not reading what I'm writing or you're not comprehending it. 11 to 11 years. But no, my scammer's mildly more intelligent. You literally talking like a child right now. I asked you a question, came the indignant and arrogant response. I said, I'm talking like a child, says the grown man who can't understand a simple question or use his critical thinking skills, shaking my head. Are you really that naive and new at this that you think everyone just overlooks every ridiculous thing you claim to be? You're showing your true age, my dude. I thought he'd go away. Have a nice day. You can't be a fan of mine, he declares. To which I sent laughing emojis, Mugu, and I was getting ready to just end it there and throw it into the compilation as failed baits, but no. He sent back a laughing emoji. I said, scammer failed. Get used to it. This is the worst fake account I've seen this week. To which my scammer said, right now, I know your location and have more access to your information, sending laughing emojis, said the scammer who absolutely didn't because he hit up a fake account that's locked. I said, yeah, I bet you do, Mr. West Africa. You're about 20 and likely Nigerian, so who knows what, my little amateur. To which he said, nah, I'm 34 and yeah, I'm a Nigerian, because that changes everything. I said, exactly. And you're bad at this, really bad. You know nothing about this, he declares while laughing. I said, you don't know how things work in the Western world, yet I have access to your little scammer Facebook groups and formats. The fact that you're doing celebrity scams shows how bad you are at this. He goes, you seem to know a lot about scam. What other scams do you know? Trying to fish for information because this one was a newbie. I said, I know a scammer when he tries stupid fakes on social media. You guys have no idea how things really are, and you're arrogant and stupid. But you had no clients remitting today.
And in response to, I know a scammer when I see one, he says, what do you mean what things really are? What other scams have you come across? Question mark. To which I said, oh, mate, I'm not educating you on how to become better at this. You can fail on your own. It'll give everyone lots of amusement to chat with you, knowing who you really are. I could have pretended to believe you and wasted weeks of your time if I thought you were worth it. To which my scammer said, you don't know the suffering man's going through a life just to pass through a day. All you guys do is judge, said the scammer and the liar and the thief. To which I said, I've heard it all before, and I've also seen the posts where you guys brag about your clients, the gold you buy, the cars. Meanwhile, someone over here is a victim of you stealing from them. I've got no sympathy for you. You know people die because of you guys. That's why the EFCC are cracking down. Someone killed themselves last month. To which he said, yeah, the same they used as slaves. That usual bullshit. I said, oh, yes, so I'm judging you. We'd cross-posted. And in response to, yeah, the same they used us as slaves, I said, that's an unintelligent and naive excuse. What about your victims from countries that didn't have slaves? I'm not American. My country never had slaves, and you've never been a slave. Your argument shows me you're a child. Now, I'm not talking about Australia. Most of you know by now that I was born in Finland and grew up there, and in fact I come from a country where we were used as slaves. Obviously not comparing myself to that absolutely atrocious chapter in Black history. I'm just saying not every country had the means to bring boat anyway, okay, I'm just not. Rant over. You know nothing about me, he said. Do you see the way blacks are treated? I said, blame your own government, not us. You know nothing about us and what we're going through, lady, shaking my head facepalm, came the response. And in response to, do you know nothing about me, do you see how blacks are treated? I said, that's bullshit. My country's full of people of every colour. I treat all thieves the same. You choose to steal. You didn't message me as yourself. You chose to lie. To which my scammer said, yeah, if that's the only way to take care of my family and the needs not to die, I will. And in response to, you know nothing about us and what we are going through, lady, shaking my head facepalm, I said, how do you know? I don't know. You're just justifying what you do, which is ruin people's lives. And in response to, yeah, if that's the only way to take care of my family, I said, that's bullshit. You're doing celebrity scams. There's no money in it. Ipso facto, you're doing it for clout. This guy was new. Laughing emoji. You don't know nothing. Laughing emoji. I said, you think? How do you think I knew who you were immediately? I bet you even messaged me before trying this. And I think he did. To which he goes, because I wanted you to, referring to how I knew. And in response to messaging me before, he goes, nah. I think he has. I said, no, you didn't, responding to because I wanted you to. He's a very fast typer. I said, you were so indignant that I didn't follow your format. If I hadn't called you out, you would have continued with that rubbish, which is all just nonsensical. To which he said, no, because juju never involve. Laughing emoji, talking about the magic. So he hadn't gone to see a juju woman. I said, who mentioned juju? That shit is you guys being scammed by your own people. I like your juju people. They scam you. It's the circle of karma. To which he said, you never jam. Laughing emoji. I don't know what that meant. I am a Nigeria. I'll tell you that shit ain't scam, lady. And in response to you never jam, I said, and you're showing your true age and education. And in response to I'm a Nigeria, I'll tell you that shit ain't a scam, I said, yes, it is. I've seen it. I've had a dozen scammers try it, and yet I've never sent a cent. Funny that. He sent laughing emojis. You haven't seen nothing, lady. Come to Nigeria, you'll understand. I said, juju's like voodoo and hoodoo. It only works if both sides believe it. And in response to, I haven't seen anything, lady, come to Nigeria, I said, who says I haven't been? You guys are so ignorant of the world. You think you're the only ones in it. A little education would help all of you. Scammers, I mean. I qualified that statement. To which he said, lady Nigerians are more intelligent. And I misunderstood that. I thought he said lady Nigerians, meaning female. But he was just saying lady Nigerians are more intelligent. We're not just giving the chance to. which is why my response later on doesn't make any sense. I said, I'm not debating the intelligence of a race of people. I'm debating the intelligence of scammers. And sweetie, you're not female. You might want to be, but you're not. And in response to me not debating the intelligence of a race, he says, why would I want to be a female? I said, I don't know. You brought it up. I didn't. And being female's awesome. Maybe not in Nigeria, though. To which he said, why would you say that? Laughing emoji. Keep in mind, this guy was quite good-humoured. And I was in a good mood this morning. I still am. So hence why that wasn't a huge verbal joust. But don't worry, you'll get one of them. I said, imagine being married to a scammer. Ick. And in response to why would you even say that? I said, I've seen how you treat your women. I feel for them. You're funny, came the response with 3 more laughing emojis. I said, no opportunities. We'd cross-posted speaking about, West African women not being given any opportunities. And in response to you're funny, I said, no, I'm really not. I never joke about scammers. To which he said, do you know there are more rich people in Nigeria who ain't scammers? I said, unless I'm making fun of them, of course, we'd cross-posted. And in response to, did I know there were more rich people in Nigeria who weren't scammers? I said, I also know how many rich people in Nigeria are rich because they scam. But I also know many awesome, honest, hardworking Nigerians who are ashamed of you scammers. And I do. And you guys know who you are. Whatever it takes to survive, just survive, he claims, starting with more justification. I said, so you're okay with hurting innocent people? People who have nothing, sending you all their money and losing their houses, cars and lives. And at this point, I could see his dialogue, like his chat balls kind of stopped, and he was thinking about this statement. Like I said, whatever it takes to survive, everyone in the world is just surviving, he says. And yes, they are, but not everyone is lying and stealing doing it. To which I said, wow, well, your God will sort you in the end. You'll have to face him, won't you? Maybe your juju will help, but I doubt it. To which he said, you're a sinner, lady. I'm a sinner. We all have sinned. It's the heart God looks. There was never a part in the Bible where people didn't sin. And we weren't debating sinning, but okay. I said, I don't steal from innocent people. That's just you. What I do doesn't make people to kill themselves. To which my scammer said, you think only stealing is a sin? I said, no, it's the sin you do amongst many. To which my scammer said, and you don't sin. Trying a very obvious reverse-aroo. Here comes the cat. Where are you, Bonnie? Come on. I said, I don't think the liar and thief gets to debate morality. You don't have the high ground on this. You're deflecting because you have no justification for what you do. At least beggars on the street are honest. Come on, kitty cat. Come on my lap, otherwise you're just going to bug everyone. And in response to your deflecting because you have no justification, he goes, lady, I'm just surviving. I said, whatever you need to tell yourself. I've seen the scammer posts, remember, and the Facebook groups. Don't care, he said. I'm still going to try survive because your words are just words, no help from it physically, he said, trying a very amateur way to get me to go, okay, I'll help you with money then. I said, that's on you. And like I said, karma goes around. Maybe that's why your life is so shit. If you guys made half the effort to make honest money as you do stealing, you wouldn't need to do it. You're just lazy. And that triggered my scammer. Shut up, lady. You just have opportunity you should thank God about. And yes, I do. And yes, I do thank my opportunity. I said, ooh, are you triggered? Don't like being called lazy. Truth hurts. To which he said, I'm not even hurt. Me and my friends inside a Benz right now taking a smoke and laughing to this conversation, which was the biggest lie because he was absolutely at home. I said, it takes so much work to steal from some old person all their life savings. Yes, I know, shaking my head. But this one was mildly more intelligent. He had an education. Clearly you have no man, he said, completely proving me wrong. And in response to, I'm not even hurt and my friends inside a Benz, I said, so you're not poor. So you do it for clout, like I said. There you go, just a scumbag, like I said, because he was tying himself in knots with his lies. And in response to clearly you have no man, I said, yes, resort to typical scammer insults, such a child. To which he good-humouredly sent laughing emojis. I'm clearly older than you, he declares. I said, so you're just a terrible person, not needy at all. And in response to, I'm clearly older than you, I said, I doubt that. Children lie like you. To which he said, it's a normal thing for us Nigerians around scamming. I said, you said you were poor, then you brag that you aren't. You're clearly just a typical sociopathic thief. And in response to, it's a normal thing for us Nigerians, I said, and you make everyone ashamed. To which he said, Inner Benz never said it was mine. So I started on that. I said, does your mother know you're a thief? Lady, shut up, he said, but bashfully covering his mouth, so he wasn't really serious. And in response to Inner Benz never said it was mine, I said, no, it wouldn't be yours. It's clear you're not good at scamming. And in response to, does your mother know you're a thief? He goes, I make her happy. And in response to, you're no good at scamming, he good-humouredly sent 3 laughing emojis. Now, guys, I want to reiterate, especially after you heard the conversation, and some of you may have sympathy for this gentleman, I think he has very little money problems. He brags about having a gaming console. I don't believe that he's got a car, as you'll see later on. I don't actually think that he's all that poor. And his education also belies the fact. He's definitely been to school. So in response to, you're no good at scamming, he sends laughing emojis. I said, you're lying to her. Poor lady with such a terrible son. To which he good-humouredly sent more laughing emojis. I said, and bad at his hustle too. To which he sent more laughing emojis. This guy just wouldn't be triggered, guys. I tried. I said, doing celebrity scams for gift cards. Sad. And sent my own laughing emojis, which he reciprocated with laughing emojis. I said, you want to fly with the big boys? You need to learn, boy. To which he sent laughing emojis. You're just bored, he said, putting a yawning emoji. I said, and you're a scrub, bumming from his friends because he's too stupid to scam properly. To which he good-humouredly sent laughing emojis. Go search on Google the meaning of chairman, which is their little slang on being like the boss of their group. To which I said, how are your internet minutes looking? And that's the biggest lie you've told. You beg smokes from your friends. They feel sorry for you, give you rides in their cars. To which he said, you're funny. I said, only telling the truth. Only a loser flexes about things they don't own. To which he said, you're just guessing, and that's funny of you. And I wasn't, because he told me it wasn't his Benz. To which I went, loser. He went, have a nice day, sending laughing emojis. I said, scammer triggered. And in response to loser, he goes, survive, laughing emoji. I said, bye, loser. Beg your friend for another ride in his Benz. Borrow his shoes too. And in response to only a loser flexes about things they don't own, he says, what have been taken now belongs to the person who took it. That's how the game works, he said. And in response to borrow his shoes too, he goes, juju. I said, you're clearly just parroting what your more successful friends tell you because you wouldn't know. You have nothing. You're a loser. You want a gift card, little man. To which he said, I bet you didn't even have the 15 Pro Max. My gaming setup will buy your life. He brags about having a gaming setup. And if we were bragging, I could, but I won't because I don't flex about bullshit. To which I said, says the man who begs online for money and begs his friends for rides. Yeah, you're clearly over 30. Not. You're about 17, maybe 19, still a baby. To which he says, am not a Benz person. I drive a Lexus, lady. Shut up. That's why I have been laughing. You're just a bored woman. And in response to I'm not a Benz person, I said, sure you do. Talking about his Lexus. I said, thought you were poor, trying to support his family by stealing. To which he says, whatever it takes to survive. Being caught out in a lie again. And in response to being just a bored woman, I said, and you're a loser, flexing about what he doesn't have. To which he just sent laughing emojis. This guy was very good-humoured. I said, little baby, want a gift card? To which he says, get out, bored woman. You have no man clearly with your eye to know, he says, sending the worst insult he could think of. And in response to get out, bored woman, I said, get a real job, you thief. To which he says, yeah, I am. again justifying his thieving. And in response to you have no man clearly with your eye to know, I said the usual insults of the unintelligent little boy. Baby got his feelings hurt. Aww. To which he says, a thief that was nailed in the cross with Jesus went to heaven because of his heart. Love heart. Saying that God will see into his pure white heart and that he's not a bad person. And sent more laughing emojis. I said, thought you were going with your friends in their Benz. And in response to that whole moral, biblical justification, and I'm not here to debate theology, I said, you're a nonsensical idiot. You know that, right? To which he said, feelings hurt. Laughing emoji. And in response to thought you were going with your friends in their Benz, shut up, woman. You are the idiot here. Finally getting a response from him. To shut up, woman, I went, oh, baby, want a hug? Love a triggered scammer. To which he says, I have my woman to do that. Sending more laughing emojis. I said, you muggles are so easy to bait. You're all the same, so dumb. To which he sends laughing and crying emoji. We are literally tearing up in laughter, he said. Still claiming he was in the Benz with his friends. I love that. Yes, I'm a poet and I know it. I said, yes, you're crying now. Go to bed. It's past your bedtime, little boy. No remittance for you tonight, Mr. Duchovny. Was nice talking to you, he responded. Blocking you now. Laughing emoji. To which I said, you picked such a stupid celebrity as well. No, he didn't. I low-key love David Duchovny, but I wasn't giving him the satisfaction. And in response to blocking you now, I said, please do. You threatened me with a good time. To which our absolute idiot sends a smiling emoji and a facepalm emoji. We could be friends. You play Call of Duty, he asks, showing me his age. I said, so you don't even understand basic English idioms. How on earth were you going to convince anyone you're American? And in response to we could be friends, I said, I'm not friends with people who approach me with lies, then continue to lie. And in response to, so you don't even understand basic English idioms, he goes, come on, lady, chill. You judge a lot. Indignant again. I said, I thought you were going to block me. And in response to you judge a lot, I said, yes, you're a thief and a liar. To which he said, it's not God only, God should judge. I said, and he will judge you. If you have nothing interesting to say, please block me because you're getting boring now. To which he sent laughing emojis. Can you just chill, he said. And we had that phone call. Oh, he started ringing me. I wasn't sure if I should pick up. I said, I'm not friends with scammers. And then I thought I would pick it up. And that's where it ended. So there you go. I'm so sorry, A, about the long video, and B, that it didn't devolve into a screaming match. It was like 6 a.m, guys. I didn't have the energy, plus my hubby was around. I will still post the compilation video of scam fails, probably tomorrow now. So I'm just going to post this one. I'm not sure what to call it, whether it should be good-natured. Maybe he was good-humoured, and I didn't go rough on him in the chat, but I thought it was quite interesting, just more around them trying to justify. So like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I'm sorry I've been away. Literally, I'm doing my boss's job at the moment, and I am exhausted. I'm pulling these crazy days. But anyway, enough about me. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.